Hello, traders of the world. Dadas here, speaking to you from the Dadas Trading Room Discord server, where every day I stream my screen live, so you can see my charts. You can see what I'm doing. You can see all my trades at the moment that I'm actually taking those trades. So I sincerely invite everybody to the Dadas Trading Room Discord server. The link with the invitation is below. You just need to click and join. Okay, so as for the daily recap, something that I do every day at about this hour. So I do the daily recap of the DAX 30 market, which is the instrument that I'm trading. Mainly because of the volatility of this market that usually allows me to take at least one trade per day or sometimes even more. Today the market was pretty, I would say pretty obvious. I mean, the week opened with a gap, and then you can see what the market did. It kind of went sideways, and then it started floating down, and then there was a waterfall, right? A sudden waterfall, and the markets at the opening of the Frankfurt session and then the London session, the market again went sideways and stopped there and bounced off and started going up. So basically, this was the basic measurement that I did today on the M15. When I saw the signal right here and I saw what the price was doing, I just made this measurement in the morning, right there and then basically I didn't have to do any other measurement. Well, I wouldn't have to do, but you know, as I say, I'm a skeptic. I'm a man of little faith, so I don't think that faith is a good way of trading the markets. So basically, I always do some intermediate measurements in order to get perhaps a smaller move on the M5 charts, right? So what I actually traded today was I traded only longs on the on these movements right here. The first long that I took, looking at the M15 and M5 charts, I saw that the price was simply moving up, and the dynamics were pretty strong. So I just entered at 0.1 lot, the minimum lot. And all of a sudden I held out for almost 63 pips, which is a relatively big trade in terms of pips for me. And it was the biggest pip-wise trade that I made today. Let us switch to the M5 chart and look at the other trades. Well, then when the market started going up again, so it crossed the resistance level, and so I decided to get in long again. I could have done that better because the actual resistance level was right there, right? So right there was the actual resistance level. So I could have entered directly at this price action. So perhaps somewhere like a few pips lower. So yeah, about 15 pips lower. So it turns out to be 15 pips lower. Because the like I said, the dynamics of the market was pretty big, so the volatility was also pretty big. Volatility in the sense of the range of one candle, right? The range of one candle from high to low, right there is 40 pips, right? 40 pips. So yeah, so that's a pretty big range, right, for an individual candle, and that's why it allowed me to take such trades. Right there I got almost 14 pips, 13.7, right? So, but again, I got out of this trade because of perhaps this red signal, basically because of this red signal right here. And basically I did the correct thing, because if I hadn't gotten out of this trade, I would be waiting. Theoretically my stop loss was right down there, so it was safe. But it would have taken me pretty much time for this trade to be floating, and then I would have I would have to get out somewhere right there, so I wouldn't basically make a lot more pips here. Now, of course, after this signal right there, and the price was again going up, I decided to get in one more time, but this time the trade was measured with my Datas trade ruler, because we can see the DTRM label right there, which means Datas trade ruler manager. So that's my expert advisor that is helping me, right? So it's not a robot; it's an expert advisor for money management only. So I am using this ruler that is called Datas trade ruler, with which I click on a specific candle, and then I have the trade, the whole trade measured out, sort of. And then the expert advisor takes, I click on the button, and the expert advisor calculates the volume of the trade, and places the stop loss and the take profit where the measurement is. Well, we can see right here that the price was moving up in the beginning, and that's why I and it kind of stopped. I wasn't sure, so I decided to close it. I guess that's the best rule. If you're not sure, just close the profit. If you're not sure, just close the profit, and that's it, right? And basically the price moved back, and then after in the next 10 minutes it moved up, and then it reached my take profit and even a little bit higher. But still, the market here was sideways, and then it broke out again. So basically, this time I would have been measuring something like this, most probably. I could have, but I was also clicking on other candles and trying to find another context, but basically this context was also good, because we see that the ruler, this ruler, so the Datas market communication interface, as it is called right now, used to be DCB 50C2, right? But now it's called the Datas market communication interface. It's a bit different, a little bit modified version of the DCB 50C2 ruler, and you can see that the whole area here fits perfectly. And also I was kind of thinking of waiting right here again, but again I got in at one lot with the Datas trade ruler manager. And this time the stop loss was, not in a very good place. If I had been waiting and not moved the stop loss a little bit lower, the market would have taken the stop loss out. But again, I decided to get out of this trade. The candle first moved up and then suddenly stopped. That was like a signal for me to get out, because again, I wasn't certain. And you see the same candle again went down and closed right there. So now the next two candles, again the next 10 minutes, would have reached my take profit level already. If not 10, then 15. And basically the market actually did cover this whole range right here, right? So from line to line. And one more time, there was another high, so I was able to do something like this, right? And then I figured out that the market again is moving towards that level. Maybe it was, I don't remember because I put my take profit right there, so I could have been even, been measuring this in a slightly different way. But anyways, maybe I was already thinking of not that level, but that level over there, probably. Yeah, the. Come on, I'm gonna have problems setting this up now. Yes, right there. I was thinking of maybe of this level. Anyways, again, this time I decided to get in again at a minimum lot because I thought, I don't want to ruin my result, right, for today. So I got in at a minimum lot, and then the market died again, right? So that's why I got out again right there. But we can see that, at least 5, 10, 20, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So in 1 hour's time, the market would have reached more. So 1 hour and about and a half altogether, maybe. The market would have reached my take profit level, basically. But I don't like to wait. I like it when it's happening. So I didn't wait. But you can see that the market actually did go where it was. It kind of was supposed to go, right? And then we could have then measured like this. Yeah. So, oh, come on. It's also difficult to do this at the end of the day, especially when I'm recording something. Anyways, it works pretty well on in normal conditions. Anyways, we can see that this is just the end of the day movement. Also, these things here. Well, whatever will happen will happen. This is not the time to trade for me, because I'm a day trader, not an overnight trader. So that's it. I mean, there is nothing else to talk about here. Today, I would consider it a very good day again. We got 5 trades out of 5, all of them positive. That means that profitable, and we are moving forward slowly. Like I say, I'm not doing this in a way which is generating 10 or 20% daily. I mean, maybe somebody can do that. I'm sorry, that's not the way to trade. I don't think that's the way to trade. I think that just slowly, step by step, because actually the philosophy is that it doesn't actually matter how many pips you're taking. You could be taking 5 pips per day, right? And those 5 pips per day can give you, I don't know, $1, or it can give you $1 million, right, per day. All depending on how much capital you have and how much you can afford to invest, right, in an individual trade. So that's the idea. Okay. Thanks for today. I hope you're well. Hope just sorry, I clicked the button too soon. I was saying keep safe, keep well, and until next time. See you. Bye.